Okay, let me tell you guys a story.
Story time.
So as some people know, I'm learning Italian. I have been for about a year now, and I often spend a lot of time studying it, about 5 days a week. I sit down and actually study everything. Not everything, but I study quite a lot, for hours a day. I take 2 days off. Usually I don't do any studying on those days. Sometimes I do, but if I do it's only like 10-20 minutes maybe, I'm not entirely sure. So I decided to take a break. Now you may be asking me, when will this story become interesting? Answer, it probably won't. If you are a quote-unquote normal person, I would recommend watching this video about kittens. If you are a normal person, surely you like kittens. You can't be a normal person if you don't like kittens. You know who doesn't like kittens? Monsters. Monsters don't like kittens. Now, when I commit myself to a long-term project such as learning a foreign language, in fact learning a foreign language is the only long-term project I ever commit myself to, I notice that I am actually very bad at taking breaks. Like, horrendously bad at taking breaks. In the case that when I take a break, I find more motivation to actually continue doing it, which seems to be the opposite in most cases. I don't know why. So in order to counter this, I decided, you know, while I'm taking this break, I'm going to learn another language. I decided to look through my wardrobe over here, which is over here, you can't see it. I decided to look through my wardrobe and I found my Portuguese book. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to study Portuguese for about 1 month of break time. I know, of course, I'm not planning on becoming fluent in Portuguese in 1 month, that's just crazy talk. But I will say that I was actually planning to see how far I can get in the language in 1 month. So I brought out my book here, Portuguese in 3 months, Hugo's Portuguese in 3 months, which I was planning to get through in 1 month, because I'm a crazy ambitious man, and I decided to start reading through it. Now I got my notepad out, I got my highlighters out, I got my book out, ready to get some study on, as the kids say. In fact, I'm pretty sure no kids say that whatsoever. Also, I'm probably not cool. So I looked through the first section of the book, which is about pronunciation, I think. Yes, it's about pronunciation. And I read through the vast majority of the section, which covered a lot of the letters and blah blah blah, and the combinations of the letters and all of that stuff. And then I did this. Pretty much. And then I went back to studying Italian. That was 1 day into this break. Now, I am usually like this. Whenever I want to take a break from learning a language, I do usually get back onto learning a language after like 1 day's worth of break, or even less, maybe. The best I've done with the break is actually 1 week, in which I went into learning French at one point. Decided during that break, hey, you know, I'm going to learn French. 1 week is actually how far I got with any of that. In fact, I remember at that time, I signed up to Duolingo, I did some exercises in my textbook, I did the things that I would usually do when learning a foreign language, but I then got bored. Like I said earlier in this video, whenever I take a break I get more motivation to do the task, in terms of foreign language learning, that is. Usually not the case with employment, but it is usually the case with learning foreign languages. The problem that comes with this is that I have to be learning the language that I'm currently learning as part of the big project, as opposed to the language that I think would distract me from the motivation to learn the language that I'm learning for the big language project during my break. If any of that makes any sense. I'm sure it does not. But I do want to say that I don't make sense most of the time. So, yeah.